Hey folks, this is JR with DIY Prepper. Welcome to the channel. When it comes to solar generators, I've tested everything from small portable units all the way to large expandable ones that can power your entire home. And while most people see larger, more capable systems as better, there's still a lot of value in having a smaller system as well. If you're on a tight budget, a larger system may not be doable for you. Then larger systems, especially those you can hook up to your home's electrical system, tend to just stay in one place. They're not something you can carry around with you on a whim, and even loading them into a vehicle can be pretty difficult. So many times they just sit wherever they are unused until the power goes out. Smaller systems, on the other hand, can be used for a lot more than emergency power. I use mine to charge my computer while I'm sitting on the couch working and to run my lights during videos. They save me from having to work next to an outlet or from running extension cords. So even though they can't power everything in your home, they still provide a lot of value, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Ecoflow River 3. We'll go over its specs, features, and how you could use it during different kinds of emergency situations and also everyday life. But before we go any further, I would like to thank Ecoflow for sending the River 3 for us to take a look at today and for sponsoring this video. Getting into specs, the River 3 has a capacity of 245 watt hours, which is similar to other entry-level power stations. It is a little lower than the River 2's capacity, but it makes up for that using gallium nitride semiconductors. Now, if you're like me, you probably don't have any idea what that means in practical terms, but I looked it up, and gallium nitride offers some big advantages. The biggest one being that it helps devices run more efficiently. So basically, you're going to be able to use more of the River 3's capacity for powering devices, since that energy won't be wasted. The River 3 also uses LFP, or lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are rated to 3,000 charge cycles before they degrade to 80% of their original capacity. So you could get around 10 years of daily use from this. Then as far as output goes, it can power devices up to 300 watts. While this isn't enough to run larger appliances like washing machines and refrigerators, it's still plenty for the kinds of devices you'd want to keep running during a long-term disaster, which I'll get into more in a minute. However, if needed, it can run some devices that would normally require up to 600 watts thanks to Ecoflow's X-Boost feature. This is useful for simple devices like hair dryers or drills that have heating elements or spinning motors. It'll allow you to run them, just not at full power. However, X-Boost should not be used with things that have sensitive electronics like microwaves. The River 3 has two AC outlets. One is a 3-prong grounded outlet, while the other is a 2-prong. It has two USB-A ports and one USB-C port for powering and charging electronics, and one 12-volt car output that's useful for things like electric blankets and air mattress pumps. Then the River 3 can be recharged multiple ways. Using a standard AC outlet, it can handle up to 320 watts and can go from 0 to 100% in an hour, and that's thanks to Ecoflow's Extreme charging technology, which is included on all of Ecoflow's power stations. For solar, it can handle up to 110 watts and can go from 0 to 100% with that in just over 2.5 hours. And connecting the River 3 to solar panels is really easy. Just set your panels out and then connect them to your solar charging cable. They're designed so that you cannot connect them in the wrong way, even if you wanted to. Then plug the cable into the River 3 and you're good to go. You can also recharge it using the 12-volt outlet in your car, and that can be done in around 2.8 hours. And y'all, if at any time during this video you think you may want to pick up a River 3, then be sure to use the links in the description below. Also use this code so that you can get 5% off a standalone River 3 until October 25th. Now, since it's a small power station, the River 3 won't be able to run larger appliances and some power tools. However, it can still power most of what you would need during a power outage. For example, it's very well suited for running things like lights and fans. Modern LED lights, including those in table or floor lamps, use very little electricity, so the River 3 should be able to keep them running for quite a while. LED string lights are another option. We use these outside of our tent when we're camping. Then fans use a lot less energy than air conditioners, which makes them a more viable option for spring and summer power outages. I've even taken a fan and power station outside when doing building projects or taking my family to fireworks shows. Texas can get really hot and every little thing you can do helps. But when it comes to lights and fans for power outages, I actually prefer those that run on batteries, and charging batteries is one task that the River 3 is very well suited for. Rechargeable nickel metal hydride batteries are available in common sizes like AA, AAA, and D cell. It can be used in things like flashlights, LED lanterns, battery-operated fans, and lots of other stuff. That kind of battery is also pretty tough, and it tends to last a while. We've had some of our rechargeables for over 5 years, and they're still working fine, but when you're getting them, be sure to get high-quality, low self-discharge batteries, since they're going to be more reliable. But if you get the good ones, they shouldn't have any trouble keeping your devices running, even during something more long-term. Then another good thing about using battery-operated devices is that a lot of them are very efficient and should last a while, especially if you conserve them and use lower power settings. Most battery-operated fans should last for at least a night or two on one set of batteries. You can get desktop-style fans or tent fans that can be suspended above you and used as miniature ceiling fans. Then LED lanterns can last for several evenings if you use them wisely. I will say though that if you have a choice, try to get lights, fans, and other devices that don't use internal batteries. This is a misting fan that I picked up last summer. It's rechargeable, but if the internal battery were to die, it would be absolutely worthless. Of course, I could probably open it up and figure out what kind of battery it uses and swap it out, but with ones like these, they use common battery types that are easy to stockpile and swap out. Of course, the River 3 can also charge other devices like cell phones, portable battery banks, and radios. USB battery banks in particular are very useful since they can be used as a sort of satellite power source. If you have several of them, you can use the River 3 to charge them up and then take those wherever you need to go. This is really useful if you have a larger family, since you'll probably have more devices to keep charged. Then, even though the River 3 won't be able to run larger power tools like table saws and circular saws, it will work really well for charging power tool batteries, including the bigger ones. So, having cordless tools can be a good workaround for having a smaller power station like this one. Also keep in mind that power tool batteries can run things like lights and fans as well, so they're pretty versatile. Then XBoost will allow you to run some tools that would normally require a little more than 300 watts, just not at full power. The River 3 also works well if you need to power small pieces of medical equipment like humidifiers. This is useful if someone in your family gets sick during a power outage. You can hook the humidifier up to the River 3 right next to their bed and they're good to go. Then it can also run other things like air mattress inflators. And I think the River 3 would be a really good choice for camping or road trips. It's small and flat, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding a place to pack it. And it's also very lightweight. It weighs less than 8 pounds, so almost anyone should be able to carry it wherever they need to. And that's an important consideration for some folks. Not everyone's in good enough shape to lug a 40-pound power station around their house. Maybe they've gotten a little older or they have some sort of health condition. The River 3 can give people like that an option that they can use, at least for some basic tasks. Then, kind of on the more extreme side of things, the River 3's small size would make it very easy to protect from an EMP or electromagnetic pulse. Like here, I have it inside of a Faraday bag, but you could also put it in a homemade Faraday cage like what I built last year. If you already have a larger solar generator, then the River 3 would be an inexpensive option you could keep stored in your Faraday cage at all times. That way, if one does happen, you already have at least some sort of backup power protected, and that's nice since there probably won't be much warning if we were to experience an EMP. I know not everyone can afford to do that, but if you can, then the River 3 would be a good candidate for that use. One of my favorite things, though, about the River 3 compared to the River 2 is how quiet it is. I mentioned this in my video for the Delta 3 Plus, but Ecoflow's done a really good job of cutting down noise with their third generation power stations. Both the Delta 2 and River 2 could get very noisy at times. It was most noticeable when they were charging, but it would happen other times as well. However, I rarely ever hear the River 3 or Delta 3 Plus running, especially if it's just charging electronics or powering something small like a lamp. According to Ecoflow, the River 3 only produced around 30 decibels during their testing, which is about the same volume level as a Whisper. Another thing you can do with the River 3 is use it as an uninterruptible power supply, or UPS. You can have it plugged into the wall and have a device plugged into it. If the power goes out, the River 3 will switch over to its battery power in less than 20 milliseconds, which should keep most electronics running without any interruptions. It also features Ecoflow's X-Guard technology that helps increase the River 3's water resistance and protects its batteries as it operates. Then you can also connect the River 3 to the Ecoflow app. You can use it to monitor power levels, turn outputs on and off remotely, and control other settings. You can do other things like adjust its AC charging speed and turn X-Boost on or off, along with just the unit's timeout settings. That's good if you have it connected to a device that you want to keep running constantly, but may not draw power all the time. Disabling the power station's automatic timeout features will ensure that devices like that continue to run. Then the River 3 is also supported with a 2-year warranty. So I think if you're wanting a small solar generator, the River 3 is a good option. While it is an entry-level model, it'll still help you keep essential devices running during both short-term power outages and longer-term situations. If you're interested in picking one up, be sure to use my links and discount code in the description below. And if you want to see reviews of other Ecoflow power stations, then check out these videos. Once again, I'd like to thank Ecoflow for sponsoring us today. Thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all have a good one.